So my current circumstances are that I'm retired from the military, and I am a disabled veteran, and I do get care from the VA. And I cannot tell you at this point in time how grateful I am for that circumstance, because I know most people don't have any health care at all. So I would rather have to advocate for myself and do a little pushing back inside the VA system than have no care at all, which is where I would likely be if I hadn't spent my youth in the military. So I am presently pursuing education. I have been pursuing education for a decade now, since 2026. It's something I have been trying to do because I wasn't, since 2016, sorry. Because it's something that I haven't been able to do, I wasn't able to do in my earlier life. And so this has been like a fulfillment of a lifelong desire to learn and grow and understand. And it certainly has been that. I have learned and I have grown, and I have grown to understand. But I think that I've learned more about myself than I've learned about anything else. As a teenager and in my military years after that, I was very quick to pick up routines and methods and ways of doing things, and did become an expert in a number of things within the military, particularly regarding human resources for soldiers, not civilians. But in the end, it really didn't do me any good. In the end, I was forced out because I was a woman. I was forced out after years of sexual harassment and sexual discrimination. And it just about broke me. But I came back from that and met someone and ended up running a couple of businesses with that person. They didn't marry me, but we incorporated twice. And can I tell you that divorce is easier than unincorporation? Anyhow, I really loved my life as a shopkeeper and chef and wine connoisseur. That feels like it's very distant in my past at this point. Truly another life. So the life I'm living now is of a graduate student, not really student anymore, graduate instructor, and a person trying to complete their dissertation to get their PhD. And that's an odd place to be when you're 61 years old. Especially when the process makes me feel like I'm 16 years old and completely incompetent and incapable. To say that I suffer from imposter syndrome is an understatement. And I know that I am, in fact, an expert in my area of research. But what I don't know is if I can write a dissertation that's going to make the powers that be in my discipline, in my university, happy. I don't know if it's going to earn their approval. I can definitely write a book about it. I can definitely justify everything. I can cite everything and quantify everything. Well, most things. I can make good arguments, but whether or not I can do that in a scholarly fashion is another thing. I'm not sure. And I'm on a short leash right now, running out of time, and it's painful and it's agonizing, and I doubt myself every day. And today I was supposed to write and turn some things in draft form to my doctoral advisor, and I just couldn't. I had to take the day to just rest, do other things, clean a little bit. Eat, sleep, rest, play with the dogs. I feel guilty about every moment that I'm not working on my dissertation. And when I am working on my dissertation, I feel like I'm in panic mode half the time, like I don't know that I have any idea what I'm talking about. I'm going to chalk this up to pretty significant anxiety. And I know I'm not alone in that. And yet I feel alone in it. Because there are really very few people, if any, that I can talk to about this process. And I want to quit it every day. Because I think I started out looking for approval and acceptance. And through a large and a long and winding road of craziness, including the pandemic and our grad program closing, and so many other things. People leaving, and I haven't been able to form the relationships I had hoped that I would. And this has left me adrift, disappointed. I like the community I'm living in now. I'm gonna stay here for lack of somewhere else to be. But it's really challenging because I feel so totally alone most days. And I don't know that pursuing this PhD is really even worth it at this point. I can write this book. I can write this story about what I've observed and what my research led me to understanding. But I don't know if I can do it in a way that's ever going to be acceptable to academia. So I feel incompetent and I want to quit every day. including today. I'm the last one living in my family of origin, and I am painfully aware of the passage of time. And I'm isolated, and I feel like pursuing this degree is keeping me from living my life at this point. I don't know if that's true. I just know that I can't keep beating my head against this proverbial brick wall. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm unhappy. I'm alone. I would rather go just get a job, any job, part-time, to be among the living, because I feel like I'm among the dead most of the time. If you relate to any part of this, I'd love to hear from you.